Today we're bringing you several updates in the alternative energy market. Most notably, the U.S. Department of Energy has made several large investments in sustainable automobile projects. And we've got a special interview with Dale Long, CEO of EVCARCO, where we'll learn a little bit about the company's future-driven plans. I'm Leila, and this is the Green Wrap-Up. The U.S. Department of Energy just announced a $465 million loan for Tesla Motors, a $526 million loan for Fisker Automotive Group, with more money being poured into additional sustainable energy products. Popular automaker Nissan was awarded $1.6 billion, and noted investor Warren Buffett just put about $230 million into BYD. Fisker will be using their newly acquired money to manufacture between 75 and 100,000 of their plug-in hybrids starting in late 2012. The company has plans to sell the vehicles in the U.S. and European markets. Tesla will be using their funds from the Department of Energy to finish production of their electric sedan, the Model S, with a small portion of the money being used to help the company set up for the manufacturing of battery packs and electric drivetrains. And Toyota recently announced a $50 million stake in Tesla's new cutting-edge ideas. University of California, Berkeley Professor Harley Skykin called the pairing path-breaking and historic, and added, "Toyota is very conservative. For investors in Tesla, they can take that to the bank." Dale Long is the CEO of EVCARCO, a company that has developed a franchised dealership network that helps emerging auto manufacturers sell these innovative new vehicles. So, Mr. Long, tell me a little bit about what EVCARCO does.
Well, EVCARCO is kind of a new way to do car sales in America. We've taken some of the things that we like about the traditional models, and we've thrown away the ones we didn't. Basically the difference is we're a neutrally branded dealership group as opposed to being to one manufacturer. We'll carry different levels of manufacturers throughout the dealership group. We'll have about 8 to 10 corporate stores, and then somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 40 franchise stores throughout the U.S. And we'll bring to market these alternative and economic and environmentally friendly vehicles, as well as on the new car side, carrying the new car manufacturers. We'll also carry in the pre-owned side all the hybrids and stuff from other manufacturers.
And what's your take on all the money that's being invested in this industry right now? You've got some big loans to Tesla for $465 million, Fisker for $526 million, and even Warren Buffett has invested about $230 million in the electric car company BYD. So how do you feel this leads the way for the future of this industry?
Well, hopefully it leads some of that money to our direction because obviously that's what we're after by taking the company public. But I believe what it indicates is the fact that these people in the automotive industry see the future, and they're basically saying to the American public, yeah, it's coming, and you can be a part of it in several different ways. Certainly we hope to progress with those companies that you mentioned, BYD and some of the other ones, and potentially maybe carry some of their products down the road.
So what did make you decide to take the company public?
Well, it was a lot of thought put into it. We were really trying to decide how we would capitalize the project. It's a large project, and it's going to need a lot of capital, so it's capital intensive. And when we got ready to do this, we wanted to really make sure that we were going to be able to give some security, if you will, to the investor, both the institutional investor as well as the private sector investor. And we thought the best way to do that is to take the company public, because this way, if they purchase stock in the company and they decide they need those funds or something down the road they want to reallocate that money to, they'll be able to sell to the market their shares. If they were in a private company, if we had taken the company privately held, then they wouldn't be able to get their money out until I was ready to sell or buy their investment back from them. So, like I said, I think it gave them a lot of flexibility, and it gave us a lot more market that we could tap into for the capital.
And so are you currently seeking funding? How can people get in touch with EVCARCO?
We are always seeking funding. I mean, like any company, it's the cash that comes into the company that allows us to expand and develop our project and find new manufacturers and work with them and do, all these projects. So the best way for them to get involved in it, if it's something they're interested in, is first I say to everybody, do your homework. All of our information, we're a publicly traded company on the Bulletin Board Exchange. Our symbol is EVCA.OB. You can go to sec.gov, look all the information up on us, or you can go to our website, which provides all the information and links to all those places. Gives you tons of video, tons of information, tells you about what we're doing and what we've done. and where we're going, basically. And if you like what you see, then you can call the 877 number and ask for anybody to talk to, or you can call Peter Hirsch, or it's all listed on there. So we've made it very simple for you to get involved.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Long, for taking the time to speak with me.
You're welcome.
You'll start seeing these investments pay off soon when many of these vehicles and electric advancements will be hitting the streets nationwide. Thanks for watching. I'm Leila, and this is the Green Wrap-Up.